story is what lacks in that game. The story lacks a lot. And we keep effing with the internet. I don't know. This is absurd. I might rage quit soon. It's not my fault. It's literally on Twitch. This is the 4th time or something that this has happened. I might rage quit. I'm not even kidding. I might rage quit. Apologies. I'm pleased to report that it has been 805 days since our last mishandling of sensitive information here at Horizon Point. All personnel have been briefed extensively on the new procedures and the consequences of not adhering to such. Cadet Maori's lapse of judgment, those same 805 days ago, proves to be a lasting reminder to all subjects. That's who we pretend it to be. Our vigilance will continue. May another 805 days pass without incidents. In the Sovereign's name, Warden Lewis. Access console for communication, tower broadcast management status, emergency power supply active. Remove backup core drive, unlock media port.
On which it is built, which each and every one of you. Yes.
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous point.
Classic Obsidian moment. There's gonna be an elevator that's gonna speed up the travel process. Fucking hate this. We get to 200 people, it drops to 120. If we get to 200 people, it drops to 120 because of the Fs. Where is this elevator? Is this the elevator? Oh, this is the elevator. Yeah, it was a pretty bad one. And it keeps happening today for some reason. I think it's because of the holidays or something. Something strange is happening. Because I have really good internet connection. That's genuinely not on me.
Something's not right.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up and I'm gonna have to save you or like go on a crazy revenge mission. Pretend to care about you, having died. Cadet 4th class Corvin's journal. Ooh. Yes. Mental refreshment awaits me. I know it's meant to make those who needed better subjects, but the stories I've heard, the unfortunates who return with half-lidded absent stares, no longer themselves, forgetting even where they are. Sovereign preserves me. Dumbass motherfucker. Do you know how to third person this? What do I press for third person? Wait. How do... there. No, I effed again. I can't. Ah, there we go. You hold the main thing. Okay. Damn, I'm cool looking. Holy shit. Guys, I will have to cut this short if it keeps effing like this. But it's not on you, but this is just completely like making me look unprofessional, and I honestly do not like that. And it's also probably annoying for you guys. God damn it.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
Whoa!
Was that an explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just...
Commander, what do I do? Everything was fine, and then...
Yeah, it's funny.
I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
You got a
There
6
is
car
a
now,
90%
dude. Look
chance
pretty
Agent
good.
Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
I don't understand.
Thank
Everything went
confident,
bad
right?
so fast. But we can't stay here. The mission. We've got to complete the mission.
Your new mission is to walk off that flesh wound, find Pascal, then return to the ship. What the fuck? Voided the mission. You're lucky to be alive. You need to get yourself back to the ship. Pickpocket Niles? That is insane. That is an insane option. That is an insane option. Void the mission. You're lucky to be alive. You need to get yourself back to the ship.
Commander, surely you ain't suggesting I leave one of our own behind?
What? No, I'll
Not
get
after
her.
what you told me back on the ship. I mean, Pascal could... She could still be alive. No. You can write me up later. But I ain't leaving here without her.
No, but I was gonna find
Issuing
her.
urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the Skip Labs to complete the mission.
The fuck? This is not what I wanted to say. What? I wanted to tell him to leave and then I'm gonna find Pascal. Writing, guys, please. We need more of it and it needs to become better. We need more subscribers. Gamer Frog, show your
Whoa.
dominance.
Hold on. What's this doing here?
There is a
I don't understand. Order, Commander. Wouldn't dream of doing less than my Earth Director at best. Just like you told me. Ain't nobody's getting left behind. I'm just a bit dizzy at the moment.
Issuing urgent reminder. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Okay. I got the rifle. Very good.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent
Oh,
DeVries,
nice.
we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Hold positions. Detain any subject failing to comply. Stand by for further instructions.
Where the fuck from? What the fuck? Whoa! That was cool. Where did they go? Oh, dude, the mechanical arm looks so sick. Oh, you get to really mangle them up. Holy shit. This man had some, like, holy, did you just eat KFC 24/7? Those veins do not look good, man. You should get that checked out in another life, I guess. I like the copious amounts of brass in the guns. Yeah, right? It's so good. Skip Drive, Diagnostic Laboratories. Oh, it's pretty. I like evil looking shit.
Hey, you there! Come over here at
Oh,
once!
that was that guy.
Please? What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots, screams. I fear we may be under attack, but how? This is the Sovereign's Arcadia! I've attempted to raise anyone within the sector, but communications are completely down. And there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here.
It's an emergency. I need to get into the Skip Labs at once. I don't know. I just got here myself. Let's tell him it's an emergency.
By the matriarch, your voice.
Oh shit.
You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Mallory, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me?
Did nothing to you, you were just in my way. Now I need to get to the ship. For fun, calm down, no one will ever know. Yeah, don't... Why? To demoralize you into letting me in, of course.
Yes, they will! My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter how I try to conceal it, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accept it. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does.
Required info discovered. It's obvious you're terrified of mental refreshment, but you'll just willingly submit to it.
Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was
Perpetual appraisal.
less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead.
It's in a terminal here. I can try and find a way to help you out with that. Arbiter Jackson, I know him. Just remember he helped me after I was mentally refreshed. If you're going to be killed or refreshed anyway, why not just let me through? Well, have fun wallowing in your self-pity. I'll find another way past you. I gotta help him with the terminal, sure.
What do you mean, help me out? There is no help for me. Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection.
I mean, I'll find a way to fix it for you. Editing reports have saved me a few times. It's more perfect and pure than a clean record.
I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would alter an official report without authorization? To cover my abject failures?
Yes.
I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure.
Oh, you wouldn't. With a clean record, they'd have no reason to suspect you of anything.
You do that for me?
Yeah, it's effing again. Something's wrong with Twitch. Of course, if you let me in to the skip labs.
Yes, at once. Glory be to the Protectorate.
Nice. Locate Cadet Corbin's perpetual thingy. Okay. Let's find his perpetual thingy. Lava. So much lava. Oh wait, is this there? Journal. Okay. Get that set as active, yes. It's pretty.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles, he was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing.
Okay. Did he die though? But did you die though? Did you commit die though? The obsession of like saddest looking figures in white, like dressing in white, I mean. Who was she? Twitch servers are on Christmas holiday. Yes, they are. Carbon's appraisal was likely some kind of record terminal deeper in the skip labs. Found. Okay. Okay. This guy really appreciates himself. Skip drive theoretical center. Should we talk about theory? Theory. Computer. Messages. Cadet Alderman subject hypothesis under this probably to cadet from oh my god. Enemies that see or hear you will build awareness, avoid walking there. Yeah, I probably should be very careful when fighting these people. Be very sneaky. Of course, won't do. Jesus, these are people are obsessed with toilets. Everybody got pissed non-stop. Oh, what the fuck? I see it's getting too cold.
The sovereign provides, the system abides.
Yeah, a small company called Amazon cannot afford to pay for better servers, I guess. Maybe it's my internet, but I honestly don't think it is. I need a professor background.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Or it is. It would be testing. It is not our place to question. Subject down!
I hope you're questioning less, baby. God, it looks so good with the robot arm. I'm so glad I put it on the right hand. I am the Aim King. The communist cause guides my right robot arm. One disgusting space fascist corpse at a time. Doom 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 doom. Cigarette lighter. Why am I picking a cigarette lighter? This is space. Oh wow, fusion core. At least I mean I call everything that looks like spaceshipy and holographic-y a fusion core. Don't you guys? Everything is a fusion core. If it's round and it flickers, it's a fusion core. Any of you watching the new Fallout show? The first two episodes were absurdly mediocre. Like, what the fuck? Absurdly mediocre. Also have been proven 100% correct on my take on Sturka in Pluribus. No spoilers, no worries, but I said she is a selfish fucking prick from the get-go, and guess what was proven in the last episode. If it isn't a fusion core, it's a self-sealing stem bolt. Yeah, yeah. It is.
Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us, just...
Personnel reports. Cadet 4th class, yes. Delete all demerits, append demerit, carelessness, append demerit, treason. Append demerit, treason. No, reporting a fellow subject for treason indicates a conscious will on behalf of the subject. Question to act against the protectorate. He will be summarily executed upon the submission of this. No, I don't want to do that. Delete all demerits. Only delete demerits if you're certain One of the above is the case. Deleting all the merits suggests the subject question has fully recommitted themselves to the will of the protectorate or an error on behalf of the user. If the latter, please submit yourself to your arbiter after confirming the deletion. Haha. Delete all the merits. Very good. There's Phil Alderman, cadet 3rd class. Okay, we can't do anything to him. Okay, we helped the kid. Are we happy? Are we good guys now? The kid's a bit of an idiot, but we helped him. We are a space left-wing skinhead after all. Now, journal. Okay, the terminal. Hopefully he'll appreciate this someday. Okay, now we're on this one. Approach Pluribus with skepticism. You should, yeah. It's an interesting show, but no, it's a pretty good show. It's the reason it's pretty good is because things like Pluribus come out once in a while that reminds you that respectfully, most people are fucking cretins. That they are absurdly stupid. Because the way most people on TikTok, YouTube comment sections, and many other places analyzed both the virus/signal/hive mind was incredibly pathetic. And the way they analyzed Sturka herself was also incredibly pathetic. So in that way, it is quite a good piece because it doesn't hold your hand at all and leaves you to make your own conclusions. And a lot of people made some incredibly basic conclusions, is what I'm trying to say. That is the reason I enjoy the show. Because it showed me the sheer amount of lack of creativity on some people's behalf. You know what I mean? Like they really do not have the mental capacity or imagination, I guess, to imagine what the so-called enemy in the show is like, or that the main character can be a multifaceted individual who can both be correct in certain some of her analysis and very incorrect in some other. And that can, and that she is an ultra anti-hero to an extent because of how incredibly selfish she is. If somebody does something good for a selfish reason, they're still good, but they're also still very selfish and kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? You have to remember that half the internet are bots. I think Carol's comments, the ones I'm referring to, especially episode 2, are indicative of her being a neoliberal wine mom or a framework of the writers. No, she's just her. Like, this is an American. It's not that deep. This is just an American who alludes to Herder Stalin shit. Like, that's... If that's what you're talking about, I think that's what you're talking about. She's like the ultimate hypocrite. She makes fun of and calls the guy that just, lives up his life and just has orgies and shit in the simulation all the time is some kind of like a weird pervert. And then she does basically the same, just with more romance involved. Why is my back in so much pain? To roll my eyes a bit when someone insisted on paying their medical bills. Yeah. No, but that's again the character. The way a character plays out does not mean that this is something that the show is trying to push as the right type of thinking or the wrong type of thinking. Just makes sense for this person, who in the case of the show is somebody with a very, very principled, very strong moral compass that he follows. Is that moral compass going to be different to yours? Yes. But does she believe it's right? Yes, as well. I mean, he works at a storage facility. He's very obsessed with money and with property. And throughout his journey, there's so many instances in which he relates to different types of property that he then has to either get rid of or lose or say goodbye to. Shedding basically one piece of himself every time he does so. And that's a very well-written, interesting character that has that type of moral compass. That doesn't mean that the show says that kind of moral compass is good. It's kind of showing that everybody's low-key a hypocrite to one level or another. Like the entirety of the show, in my opinion, the main lesson we can get out of it is that without community, there is nothing. And I'm not only talking about sense of self. I'm not talking only about the way the individual does not exist without the group that he or she or they find themselves in. I'm also talking logistics, bro. And she's like this classic American wine mom that just demands the alien overlords fill up her fucking Walmart. Because that's the only idea, like that's the only framework of getting food she has. There's a lot of very interesting commentary the show does. And it doesn't hold hands, and it's pretty good. But it's definitely, and I'm going to sound relatively elitist now, but it's kind of low-key like, you know, we all hate the people that ruined Rick and Morty for everyone by saying like, oh man, this is a really deep show. This is a really deep show, Pickle Rick. Oh, indeed, sir. This is not for everyone. Right? So I don't want to sound like that guy with Pluribus. But when you look at most people's analysis of the characters in Pluribus, as well as this alien, like, hive mind thing, their hot takes are fucking idiotic. They're very bad. Like, absurd level of media literacy, because this show is unlike anything that was ever made before. So they don't have reference points to jump towards. None of the characters are black and white. And that freaks them out, you know? And yet people die all the time, sweetie, at pro-Palestine protests. Carol voted Momala. Maybe, probably. Thank you, God Zimai, for the Prime. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Why did I elevate this to more? Like, why am I a greedy dog? It was at 3,000. I think it would be at 3,000. Like this. Okay, very good. Be like our beautiful Prime subber. Support the show when we gamble. Not when we gamble. Support the show when we game. And show those theory and news nerds that the gaming stream deserves its own righteous place in the hierarchy of Ugopnik streams, okay? Thank you, Ayo, for the 6-month streak, baby. Thank you very much for supporting the gaming stream. Now let's get back into it. We're in their old anti-communist sci-fi tropes that are similar. Oh, yeah. Very much so. Very, very much so. That's my biggest fear with the show. You're making a very good point, Nightingale, that a lot of people will take the hive mind as kind of a commentary on a woke culture and the communist idea of believing that everybody being the same and being equal is inherently bad. By the way, something that communists do not believe in. But still, you get my point. And Loki does do the slight, everybody being happy is actually weird and bad. Listen, you can look at this from a species perspective. You can look at this from an evolutionary perspective. That's how you should look at the species in Pluribus. Do you believe that the current state in which the Homo sapiens find themselves in is inferior and should be replaced by something that is at a higher stage of evolution, then you should support the hive mind. If you believe in protecting your way of biological expression, if you believe that they are not an evolution but devolution of your species, then you should be against the hive mind. It is very simple. These are your two imperatives, and they're both relatively understandable. I'm not even kidding. Yes, they are understandable. Is it understandable for the Neanderthal to not want to be exterminated by the Homo sapiens? Yes, it is. Did we still exterminate them? Eat them, rape them? Yes, we did. Some of you still have some of that Neanderthal DNA in you, but very little. It makes sense for the Neanderthals not to want to get exterminated, of course. It makes sense for us to want to establish ourselves as the greater evolutionary representation of our genome, yes, as well. Well, when it comes to the hive mind and when it comes to, individual humans, the question is the same. Do you want to elevate yourself past this current mode of experiencing life? Or do you want to protect this current mode of experiencing life at all costs? That is the question. And you pick a side, like always, throughout history, including in fictional worlds, I guess. You pick a side. First, I thought it was a lip take on AI and the zombification and streamlined dopamine hits. Don't know anymore? No. Not everything has to be a metaphor for something else. I think it's a much prettier conversation, unironically, about potential human evolution. It's a question about, for example, biological engineering type shit. It's a question about evolution and what the costs entail. But it's also got, you're completely right. Like, they need to kind of build some sort of weird framework for the alien species. And I hope there's going to be more explanations on why they can't, quote unquote, pick up an apple. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If they cannot pick up an apple, they can't walk on grass. They can't walk on grass. They only have to walk on beton. Etc., etc., etc. But I believe that the previous question is a much more sublime question of human identity and whether we have the ability, when we're posed with this particular question one day, of should we create something that is evolutionarily more superior to us and allow it to replace us, or should we stick to our guns? So yes, it's to an extent a question about self-governing AI. It's a question on biological and genetic engineering of humans. And sure, it's a question of what if have sex with alien. Hello, which way to gay space communism? Right here, my friend. We're killing space fascists right now. Join us. Hello, friend. What the fuck? Alright, it's not a... Why would you... Like, it's just a poster. Stick the poster. I guess you can change these all the time. Yeah, you can change a poster as well. There you go. The Luddite in me sometimes shows, even though I am arguably the radical opposite. Why are you not attacking me?
Void is that.
It was so strange, man. See what happened? Oh shit. I ate food and that healed me. I'm just glad he's no longer talking over me. But I think like his family's about to do some like event or speech. Report them for mental refreshment post haste. Is a fellow subject lacking in their appropriate zeal? Mental refreshment. I know quite a lot of people that would arguably benefit from a mental refreshment, but hey, what do I know? Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh shit! Motherfucker can fly?
Stay in the system.
Oh shit. None of these motherfuckers can fly. Transquentia in pace, Ezio Auditore di Firenze, mamma mia. Gabagool, la mocken over here. Oi, 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 who's shooting? Jesus Christ. What? Ah, you're over there. Wait. You're not the brightest fascist of all time, are you? Ah, you're a woman? My previous comment has nothing to do with your gender, okay? I did not call you slow because you're a woman. I called you slow because you're slow. I just feel like I need to state that as you bleed out to death here on this ground. Let's do some drugs now. Whoa, yeah brother, I like drogas. Drogas, drogas, drogas. I would read this, but this is a stream. We don't read on stream, so please not too much. Okay. There's no politic here. No politica here. The jumping feels good. It's got like this heaviness to it. Yeah. What does the heaviness remind you of? Your mom's badonkadonk, that's what. I don't need to go to no trampoline room in order to jump around. Your mother provides that service perfectly well. Okay, sorry, I went on a misogynist rant about mothers. Where is the place I need to go to? Why is this not open? Do I need to press buttons on this? Yes. What's the lore? The lore is that capitalism made it to every corner of the universe. And we're exploring it. And I have a metal arm for masturbating too much. And my character's name is Yuri Kirkovich. Kirkovich, it's very funny.
Damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I shouldn't have depended on your unwillingness to play by anyone's rules but your own, working to my advantage.
What?
Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
What? What exactly is going on here? Why are you doing this? I hope whoever you're working with paid you well to betray us in the Earth Directorate. So I guess this whole thing wasn't just because you're horrible at your job. Let's ask her the question. We want information before we blow her brains out.
Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The Grand Plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die.
Thank you, Shadow.
And you along with it.
The Grand Plan. So you're just a religious zealot or some shit. What, Space ISIS? Space Templars? What's the... You're gonna get your, like... Like your what? What is it? Like, is it ever-flowing mead in the halls of space Valhalla? Or is it maybe 700 alien space virgins? Get over that there! Yo, yo, yo! 5 gifties in chat, making chat. Go, 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 go! Let's baby go, let's go, let's go. Thank you very much. Let's pump those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Only one Western taxpayer today. That is evil. Coming from you Westerners, absolutely evil. So the lore is a comrade in the capitalist dystopia fighting capitalists. Nothing new to me, yes. What another chatter said, what's the lore of the game? Basically everything that happened after Lennon died. That's the lore of the game. So the lore of the game is there's Lennon and he dies. And then everything that happens afterwards. That's the lore of the game. Oh. Convenient how someone else is always the one being sacrificed in these scenarios. Yeah, none of that answers my question. Oh, it does it? And what exactly is this obviously flawed grand plan? I have a different interpretation of a plan. It says you're the one who has to die here. Let's ask about the plan. I want some lore.
I have neither the time nor the need to explain the veracity, the nuances of the plan to one such as yourself.
But why involve us? Why did you just do whatever this is before we even got here? That's a great question. He thought you were his friend. What a coincidence. I have no more time to... Yeah, I'll logic the shit out of her.
Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific.
Oh, Jesus. By now you could have explained what it means. Screw the math. It's not too late for you to stand down. Niles is still alive. What if your math is wrong? Do you really want to take that chance? You're going to kill us because of math? That's somewhat more upsetting than your betrayal. Did the math say, I'm going to kill you? Because that's what's about to happen. A single gift sub or a single subscription. If you ever want to jump in and choose instead of me, potentially sabotage me or take me down an interesting path, you can do. So, gift sub equals choice. You just gift sub or subscribe yourself and then write what you want me to do. But you gotta be, timely with the thing. I'll tell her Niles is still alive. Let's see what happens there.
There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Very stocked up to aesthetics. Holy shit! We created the zone, chat! The anomalies are spawning all over space. Oh no, it's so grainy. Why is it so grainy? What the? It's actually very grainy. Very convenient location of an escape pod. Incredibly convenient. 10 out of 10 conveniences. Oh my god, the planet is gone. That looks like the type of gas that comes out of my body post-Christmas. I'm still farting. Thank God you cannot smell me through the microphone. So why did she just blow up? She doesn't want anybody to be able to travel through space.
Has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's